Welcome, you sexy motherfuckers, to another VOD review. Yeah, I've been cranking out a lot of them as opposed to the, you know, amateur casting. I love the amateur casting, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go back to it. But I played a lot of games yesterday with some buddies, had a great time with it. So we're gonna keep... We got some okay content. This one's good content. This is four of us playing with one random named Young Booty Master. Fuck that guy. Who gives a shit? We are not even going to be paying attention to my buddy GZombie sitting there with the Conqueror Master Yi. We're not going to be paying attention to the Ignite Conqueror Viego. We're not going to be paying any attention really to the Halo Blades Tristana or to the Arcane Comet Ignite Maokai. No. We're focusing on my buddy Krimsinskye bringing back his signature pick, the top lane Xenophobic. Yes, there's a slight issue with our team comp, as we have no real source of AP damage, and the enemy has a Malphite, sorry. I know words. Fuck you. Let me just drink my coffee, and I'll get right back to it. So, they've got a Irelia with Conqueror. They've got themselves a... Wow, really? It's a Conqueror Evelyn. Interesting. The Ignite Electrocute Ahri. I do not like Ahri. That's a lie. I love Ahri. I played so much Ahri. I went on a bit of a rant when I was playing with my buddies there, and Ahri got gutted. Ahri you would play previously off of Glacial. To get the slows, you'd run your Twin Shadows, otherwise known as the Spooky Ghosts. To lock people down, you'd run your GLP Hex Deck item to get more slows in the dash. And she kind of lost access that those items don't exist anymore. Like, yeah, you got Rocket Belt, but it's not slowing anybody, it's speeding you up, so the Glacial doesn't work, so you have to take something else. But for Mythics, you probably want to take Night Harvester, but Night Harvester gives you no mana, and she has such a low mana pool that you're stuck going with, say, a Ludens. But again, that's not as awesome either, so she's kind of in this, like, shitty-ass place. You've got a Cleanse Yasuo with Conqueror. Smart play into the Maokai lane. It's very good adaptation. And a Arcane Comet Ignite Malphite. Now, what they're doing is essentially a cheese lane. And I played against it, and I straight up fucking hate it. Because at level 6, Malphite presses R, and then Yasuo presses R, and they get a double kill, and that happens every time that Malphite's ult comes back. And it's horrific to deal with. So, without any further ado, and me just rambling, let's get this shit show on the road, focusing on the Xenophobic. Oh, god damn it, I love coffee. Let's back the screen on a little bit. So he picked Zen because Young Booty Master picked Viego. That's all right. So right now he's standing here just to see if there's any invades going to be coming. This is okay. Normally you would want to see up here, but the issue is Viego's standing into mid, whereas he should be standing over here. But he's mid instead for some reason. Not awesome. So now Zen has to stand here, which is unfortunate, because if they invade from top and from here, they're going to crunch through him. You're going to have to burn flash, but you can't even properly flash this, so you have to go to the side, which might get you caught by CC. It's very dangerous to stand here if the blue side was smart and did a double-pronged invade. He's starting up here. It looks like he's going to be doing a red. Now at this point, my buddy GZombie is... the amount of games he's played, he kind of kept getting stuck jungling. They've already pinged out that Zin's missing, so they kind of know that he is starting up in red. We've got this warded. They've got that warded. Maokai had thrown a little sapling in the bush in case somebody runs into it. It slows them down. It lets us get the fuck away, which is very important. Now, Xin into an Irelia is an okay matchup just for the fact that it is melee into melee. Unfortunately, Buddy can't beat the last hit worth of shit. But, you know, one day. Okay, he's got a couple. We're getting there. It's not awesome. He is down a level because he went to help the Master Yi. He was able to get a not bad trade. They've both got Conqueror, but he's got Ignite. And if he didn't have Ignite, he loses that fight. The issue is, if he would have ignited and lost that fight, that means that the lane is essentially almost gone, because Irelia's TP is going to let her back by, with the first blood gold, come back, and TP right into lane, losing absolutely nothing. And essentially at that point, Xin Zhao is no longer a champion. Gets the knock up, very nice. Just whiffs that. Low mana. If Evelyn hits, it's charmed. She whiffs it. He ended up going into the wrong targets, takes a free tower shot, and is just going to get killed. Little greedy. Probably could have just kept running away, but kind of went balls deep. Now, at this point in the bot lane, we're just going to look at what's happening here. Maokai is very, very low. However, this is our last game of the night, and some of us were up at like 6 in the morning and are a little bit on the sleepy side. I want nothing more than Maokai to flash, root, ignite, Q this Malphite. At the same time, I W in E and auto. And we would pop the ever-living shit out. Unfortunately, Mao is a little bit too low on mana now, and Malphite's got a shield, which I need to do a little bit of damage to try and poke it. I'm playing very, very aggressively because I see blood, and I want it. Because if they start going up, if they start going up on us, we're fucked once we hit 6. Yas keeps using his wind roll, actually really nice, to take care of my E. Master Yi looks like he wants to show up, but we really don't have a proper crash to do a dive. We're playing a little too aggressively for him to be able to impact this fight. Mal's shield came back. I'm able to get some quick trades, and I really want to murder him. Diego is super, super dead, but he's able to get that trade kill. He should be able to kill this Evelyn if she tries trading back. He did not take a stupid tower shot, so that's solid. We're going to go back to the top here. Xin is down in CS, even though we got the first kill, but he did die. No TP to get back to lane. He got Corrupting Pot with the Dorans because he is having mana problems. Which is the thing that happens. Now, you see this fight right there? That is the reason I do not care for the Conqueror Xin. I prefer the Halo Blade Xin. The Halo Blade Xin gets the Q procs off in basically a second, almost ensuring a guaranteed kill every time. The way it works is his next attacks deal more damage, and then the third ability knocks the person up. And his built-in passives, every third attack, deals extra damage and restores health, which is actually more than what the Conqueror is going to be doing for you, even though you can stack Conqueror quite well. This does your slow, and this does, again, more slow and extra attack speed. Quite honestly, from what I've seen from people, masters and up, is that the build is Hail of Blades doing an Emax. Because the Emax gives you the sustained attack speed, the Halo Blade gives you 110% attack speed boost, which means if you press Q, you go, and your Q is to reset, so you go E into Q for the quick double tap hit, stacking your damage even more. You're going to get your big heal off of your third hit off of your passive, but you are also going to get that guaranteed knock-up because of how fast you're going to swing. But Buddy doesn't like that for some reason. He likes the Conqueror. I don't. But to each their own. Conqueror has done 62 healing. His passive heals 55 health every third hit. Halo Blades is going to let you get that off twice in the fight, which is going to mean you're going to get twice the heal out of that. So that's just me saying stuff. However, he's down in CS. He does have his Noon Quiver up. That's going to help with CSing. And he is 2-1 to a 0-2-0 Irelia, so we should have, yeah, just about 700 and a bit gold extra, which is really nice. Which is basically that Doran's Blade and the Noon Quiver over top of the 1,000 item there that the Irelia is going for Blade of the Rune King. Pushing the wave, so once Zin catches his wave, he'll feel at least pretty decent with it. And he is pulling the wave, because he'll be able to heal through it from his passive. But he's essentially setting up what could be a freeze. Oh, no, he's fucking up his own freeze. There's no need to aggressively push this. Okay, so Irelia's gone. Should be ping and miss. Isn't ping and miss. Irelia just showed up in mid. At this point, with Irelia in mid, you have two choices. You either roam down to help out. Now you're pinging mid, but he's already there. You wait to try and get her when she's coming back. Or you hard push this and take some turret plates. He's going with the wait. Level up. Irelia just wastes her W. Goes in. She was able to jump onto that. Flash for flash. You would have been able to get the knock-up and Super Chunker if you would have taken Halo Blades. I'm just going to keep mentioning that because it's the thing. So they are hit their level 6. That was the combo. I'm able to get out. Maokai, live, my friend, live! He unfortunately did not skill his ult in time, or we could have traded that in for probably at least one kill, and 1 for 1 is good. My CSing has not been great because I have to be very, very afraid of their all-in, and my Maokai is not having his best game. He's been up for quite some time, and I am honestly surprised he had another game in him. We cannot contest this, and knowing this, Master Yi is just said, fuck it, I'm going to just take Rift, and we're at least going to get something out of it. Meanwhile, Zin is able to get a sizable amount of kills, tower plates, a little bit extra. He is super, super healthy, so he doesn't need to run away. He's got a 2-level lead. If I really wants to go in on him, that's cool. He just gets out of turret range. She ults. He gets the knock-up. She's trying to fight into this, but she's already down. She had no new items, and she's 2 levels under. In other words, that's 200 health difference. And if we go back to how this fight ended, he dipped down to 260. He gains about 100 and some odd. Yeah, if they were at even level, she would have had the kill. But she's 2 levels down, and she just wasted her TP to get back to lane to just die. She just needed to stay under here and last hit and get that level 8, and she would have actually been able to win the trade out. Is what it is. That's how the Ari ends up getting the charm into this Viego. Viego takes even more damage. He's trying to rush himself on in. He's able to get the attack speed, move speed, able to actually get that stun. Very nice flash into it. Heals through it, which weirdly enough resets the ignite. What? What? Okay. Is that supposed to work that way? Okay, he's ignited. Goes into her, and the ignite's done. Yeah. Okay, so he can actually drop ignites by turning into a new person. Okay, he probably should have thrown the fucking E first. Run! Live, Maokai! Nope. Close, though. Did not get the ult off on that one either, unfortunately. talking to Buddy, he's kind of like, he's a little bit concerned that he's holding it for too long. And he definitely is. Like, he's kind of waiting for the perfect engage, but the Maokai ult has an absolutely insane range on it. Okay. The damage ain't much. The cooldown gets pretty decent. The route goes between 0.8 and 2.6 seconds, depending on how long it travels. There's no real need to be afraid to hammer her out, get her going. It'll do some stuff. Right now we are finally up in CS on the Xinzao. We got Kraken Slayer finished. And again, that's my thing. If you're doing a Kraken Slayer build, Halo Blades is going to proc that so fucking quick. Especially with the Emax. Your W max is dealing not bad damage. Do not get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is not much damage. Like, does not do much damage. This just adds extra damage, which is actually pretty decent. The slash, it's decent. All that shit's pretty good. I don't think you needed to ult, bud. You just kind of had them ready to die. So you don't use the Xinzao ult as a finisher. It's not how it works. It's an opener. You use it when they're at full health. Because it does current health damage, not missing health damage. So you use it to open your fight. So he's pinged in that he was roaming in. Fantastic. Maokai was able to do a lot of lockup for that, which was really, really nice. Yes, we did drop 2 people for it. The Maokai had perished at some point. I'm just getting the fuck out of range of this Evelyn. And Xin just took that well-taken tower shots and lives! Dipped out to 40 HP, but he lived. Corrupting pots, ticking away, keeping him going. So we are taking this tower now. So Dragon's up in less than a minute. Our whole team is going to be ready to fight this in less than a minute. We really want to fight this. Like, we don't want them to be doing dragon stacking. It's not good. It's an infernal. We are just nothing but damage champs. We kind of want infernal. He is trying to remain relevant. Yes, he's up in CS, but he's super down in kills. He's trying to do some participation, but the thing is, Evelyn is a ganking jungler, and he kind of isn't. He's a late game scaling jungler. So the thing is, like, yeah, he's got 5 kills. He's only down 400 gold. Like, it's not bad at all. Like, even a bit. Massive discrepancy at the top end. Oh, he did not have the last auto. That is so unlucky. He had her dead to rights, and I think canceled his last auto. Very unlucky. Still, only 400 gold difference. 400 up over here. 200 difference up in support. Not too bad. And yeah, the one support is 0, 4, and 2. The other one's 1, 1, and 4, but there's only 200 difference. The problem is that we're kind of taking really bad time trades. Like, if he did not all in there, we would have been able to actually fight that dragon. So everyone's going all in. We're trying to get up and help. We need Maokai to ult, but it's going to be very slow. Now he's got it going. It grabs this Yasuo. Beautiful. It ran out before it hit the Malphite, but it gave us a guaranteed kill, which is really, really, really nice. I'm grabbing a little bit of these little juicy fruits. Zin's waiting for the assassination attempt. Why is he not assassinated? There it is. And there it is. So he's got the Tiamat. Now that's the thing. Once you've got Tiamat, you don't need your W anymore for wave clear. Like, that ship is now sailed. We don't need it. So Maokai got hit with the charm into another charm. It just exploded. I'm trying to get some damage off into this Evelyn. But unfortunately, as I do not have Kraken Slayer yet, I can't do fuck all. But thankfully, the Xin was able to take the turret into trade. And honestly, if my support dies so that I live, worth. So Viego's trying to stand strong. So right now you're looking at a 12-second cooldown on Audacious Charge. It is a slow for a brief period of time, but it is a 55% attack speed boost. It's super nice. It's going to be 60% once he gets it to level 5, which is going to be really good. Master Yi just lost 3/4 of his health to an Ari. Thankfully, just decided, fuck this, I'm running away. Just keep running, buddy. Just keep running. You're very, very low, very, very weak. Irelia aggressively wanted to go in for that kill on him. Died in the process. I ended up taking the kill. And so he's in, but you know what? He's got 10 kills. I could use a little bit of gold myself. Young Booty Master got that one. Now we can at least take the scuttle. I almost wonder if I pissed off the E by finishing that myself. But I'm 3-0 and 2, and he's 0-2 and 3. And if he was ahead of me, I would have let him take that to keep snowballing. But I need to snowball myself. So we are now doing an invade. You don't want to steal your own jungler's camps if you can avoid it. You want to steal the enemy jungler's camps. That was a bit dangerous to do that from the Xin, actually, because Ari is looking for that E, and if she tags that E, you're in a bit of trouble. I think the next item on Xin should probably be a Sterix. If you don't go Sterix, you're gonna probably have a bad time. Okay, Maokai's got this Dissuasion ult coming in. Oh, the wind wall from the Yasuo, though, we would have been able to tag him. Now, Evelyn's in the back of us, just waiting. He's coming in, gets caught by the Evelyn, able to Q at least, trying to evade some of that. There, of course, it is where Malphite and Yasuo just detonate everybody. Xin is strong, but he's not that strong. And somehow, what looked like a really good fight ended up with a triple kill for the Evelyn, off of what can only be described as a really nasty all-in from the Malphite. He pressed R. Viego was able to take a turret in exchange. If he would have been part of the fight, we probably could turn that, but there's no objectives up. So if we get bought and hit cracked open, it's actually not too bad, provided he doesn't die. And if he does, as long as he's able to kill one person before he goes. He did not. So, not awesome. Does Irelia burn to death? She does not. Well, we tried. He does not. So, we got a Ravenous Hydra finished. Ravenous Hydra's about to take a nerf. Is what it is. When the next patch comes out, its Omnivamp is dropping. So it's not going to be as good. Big engage coming in. Unfortunately, gets charmed from it. Maokai, there he's going. He's actually dropping his ult way early. Because when the Maokai ult goes, it doesn't matter if it tags anybody. They are going to have to scatter. It basically just goes, you guys have to run. Because if you don't run, you're going to get rooted. And we're going to... This seemed a little excessive. Like, flash for flash, but you're a super fed Xin. And that's just a Yasuo. That seemed very balls to the wall, quite honestly. And it looks like Xin is going with a Blade of the Ruined King next. Which I don't care for as much because there's no real survivability in that build. So he's taking a lot of tower shots. Unfortunately dropped, and the Irelia got a sizable kill from it. Maokai's here just to try and go, please let my ADC live. But 2 more kills get fed over to this Evelyn, who is now very, very strong. 14 kill participation out of 22. Score is 22 to 22. 5k difference, though, as we have 5 towers to 0, which is quite nice. So now I'm stuck standing here. Evelyn is around to the side, and even though they are doing a crash into our jungle, our Master Yi is kind of just farming trucks for some reason. I try and W my way on out. I'm able to get myself on out. I probably shouldn't go any further than this, as there is an invisible Evelyn kicking in the area. And if I get hit with an E, I'll probably die. I am moving up aggressively now that I have a Maokai. Zin's flanking the flanker. Evelyn's strong, but she's only level 10. She's lower. She's the lowest level on her team, but she's very, very fast. Diego's able to get the big stun into this Ahri. Dies and doesn't kill anybody. How close is that? This is very close. I just about get knocked up, which would have murdered me. Good damage off onto the Yasuo. He hit level 12. I would have loved to have fought it, but unfortunately the turn is just too much. Maokai tried to use his ult to try and root her to go, but the Evelyn doesn't kill her. Very, very strong. Thankfully, Zin's able to get a trade tower in the bottom. They do finally have a tower, but we are still up in gold. But it's shrunk now to a 4k advantage. Entirely off of the 1k shutdown from the Zin, who is 6k up on his opponent. But he is going a little bit too ham here. I just don't deal damage. How do I deal 0 damage? Like, none of those was a crit. If any one of those was a crit, I would have been able to do, like, repeat kills. Okay, so at this point of the game, we're literally running in one at a time and running it the fuck down. And that's what that is. We just shrank our 5k lead down to a 3k. First it was a 4k, now it's 3k. If we do that again, it's going to be a 2k. We are just straight up running it down. Our Viego is 5, 10, and 1. I'm 3, 2, and 5, not awesome. Support 0, 8, and 4. 15 of our 23 kills are on the Zin. Our jungler has 3 kill participation, as pathing has been kind of an issue. Now, he has been hard farming, but now he is 2.5k down on this Evelyn, because she has lots of kills. Lots and lots of kills. And a lot on this Ahri, actually, for some reason. Kind of getting a lot of lucky last hits. I've got, finally, 2 items on me. Got Stormrazor, got Kraken Slayer. Maybe I can do some damage now. Maokai's getting grabbed by an Evelyn. You're not going to win this fight. Is rooting to try and get away. It actually snags this Irelia. Really well done. Really well done. I get yoinked. It did not go well. Zin comes in hard, ready to go. Whiffs the W. I mean, she was fast enough to just move out of the way. Is what it is. His slash is not quite up. It's almost up. Big ult comes in from the metal fight into the grab. Is what it is. Again, Bladed Ruin King is nice, but I really, really feel as though the better item would have been Sterix going into Death's Dance. We're low elo. Itemization is always a problem. Even if you're 15 and 5, if you don't have proper defensive stats, they do have stuns, charms, more charms, and knockups on their team. And they now get a 3rd dragon, which is a continuous problem. And due to us running it down, we have a 1k lead. Now we have a 500 gold lead. So we just went from a 5k gold lead down to a 500 gold lead because we will just not stop trying to 1v5. It doesn't work. We have really no wards. I mean, if you look at the vision score, Yasuo's at 25, and Malphite's 31, and we're 15 and 6 to the bottom. Like, we just don't have wards. We keep fighting in the dark, and it's not good. Good engage from the Master Yi, got himself some gold. He's finally on the board with a kill. Our Maokai's been having some issues because anytime he attempts to go anywhere, there's an invisible Evelyn waiting to assassinate him. He can't even get wards off without dying. He puts a ward over the Baron Pit, dies for it. He goes over to try to ward Dragon, dies for it. He wants to try to put wards anywhere, dies for it. I really need an Infinity Edge at this point because I feel as an ADC, there are some ADCs that do a lot of upfront loaded damage, and there are some that deal 0 damage somehow. And right now, I'm on one of the ones that does 0 fucking damage. Especially into their meatball comp of melee murder. So let's take a look at how some of these items have been doing. Nothing off this Triforce. Woo, a lot of damage coming in off this Night Harvester. Decent burn off the Leandries. Not much off the Kraken Slayer. Not much off this Luden's Tempest. Not bad. Not a lot. Some. Not as much as I'd like. Decent off the Mandate. So, I don't know. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. Viego gets tagged with the Charm again. Just gets himself out. Master Yi is in the bush. Nobody's around to help you out. You got hit with the charm, and you died. Shouldn't have been there. I don't know why you were there. Like, they have CC, and you're wide out in the open. Yep. That was not good positioning, but that's okay. Viego's a little thirsty as well. Just misses that stun, unfortunately. So they are starting to try and trap around us. Zin's strong, but he has died a lot of times in a row now without getting any kills back because we keep trying to aggressively run it the fuck down by trying to 1v5 every fight. It's not how this shit works. Team game. What we need is a really good flank. We need to wait for them to try and do an engage. Maokai ult down the center. They can't dodge it. There it goes. Beautiful timing. Full disengage. The wind wall fucks it. That's alright. But now the wind wall's down. If we do want to try and get in. Big ult from the Malphite into the Yasuo ult. Big pain going on. Thankfully, Zin was able to get his "you can't hit me with ranged" abilities off before he died. Because the Death Stance kept him alive through this Yasuo damage, because it delays the 35% physical damage, and gives them the armor, everything else like that. Super, super good. And then you can see the healing was really, really nice, because we were able to get the kills, and we got kills and assists off that, and got the heals back off those stats. So that means that they had about the best engage they could hope for, and we get the Baron. We're going to rewatch that, actually, just to see how close that was to a loss. Okay. Root comes out, hits the wall. Slowing it down. Irelia's coming up the flank. Evelyn's ready to go. Zin's low. He's trying to last hit. Big heal comes in. Melf ends up hitting everybody but the Yi and the Maokai. Perfect route in to lock him down, get the knockback onto the Yasuo. As soon as he landed, Zin popped this thing, cannot take this range damage from anything outside of the circle. Evelyn almost gets a triple off this fucking ultimate out. I panicked and W'd the wrong direction, and now we're able to get a little bit of stuff. Quite solid. That could have gone really horrifically fucking bad. I can't believe that we didn't all get executed from a 16 goddamn kill Evelyn. Right? I think the one thing that's going in our favor too is that this Malphite decided to buy AT Malphite as opposed to Tank Malphite. If he would have gone Tank Malphite, we're an all AD team. We'd still be trying to kill him. The other issue is, you've got one Oblivion Orb. Now you've got Mortal Reminder done, because we have a lot of healing. But I've got IE done now on Trist. I feel pretty decent about that. Malphite's almost getting to the Demonic Embrace. Or Maokai, sorry. It's difficult. Warding's a bit of an issue. I think he's a little bit shell-shocked from it, because every time he tries to ward, he dies. But Dragon is coming up in 14 seconds, and we need it. Yes, it's only Cloud Soul. Cloud Soul's the weakest of the souls, but still, we don't want them to have it. We have 5k gold lead again. We can burn this really fast. We do insane damage. Master Yi is apparently going to ult, and then not ult, and then think about ulting, and then not think about engaging. So that's the thing. So Viego gets the quick stun that does absolutely nothing. Their whole team is still up. He whiffs again. We're just dancing around, no objectives, and I don't know why. Gets a stun onto a Malphite, again, that does absolutely nothing. Windwall comes out, which means that Xin is able to get in off to the side. Big roots come in from the Malphite, locking their backline down. Very, very nice. Getting a triple kill onto the Tristana, which again is quite solid. That was a great ult timing. It would have also tagged the Evelyn, but she had used her ult to GTFO just in time. Ha! Take some damage, bitch. I'm doing Halo Blades Trist, which, because you can get a bunch of stacks onto your bomb really quick, but I think press the attack, Tristana feels stronger because of the, well, nobody even has press the attack in this game, so I can't even show you, but press the attack is after like 3 hits, they become vulnerable, so they take more damage, so your bomb actually explodes for a lot more when it goes off, which is really, really nice. Now I've got an Executioner as well. This is to deal with the Irelia and the Yasuo. I know Yasuo doesn't have any healing items, but he's got this Conqueror. He's probably got some other bullshit going on yet as well. Yeah, Ravenous Hunter for extra heals, so yeah. What's my Xin got? Resolve. Okay, makes sense. A little bit of tankness there, which is okay. Presence of Mind, which is good. Tenacity, which is good. Coup de Grace, which is good. Oh, big explosion. In they come. They just destroyed me. I didn't have a fucking chance. Master Yi's trying to do wolves, realizes suddenly that there's an Evelyn right on top of him that just flashes out for free. How fast did I explode? So fast! Like, what am I doing? I'm just minding my own motherfucking business, just autoing some minions. Just autoing some minions. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get charmed. Uh-oh, my Maokai's over here. Boom! Yes, ult! Dead! I mean, yeah, we got some more kills onto the Xin from it, which is nice. Ah, now he's got Sterix up. That's a strong build. All these items are good, but I gotta tell you, I'd want them in a very different order. Sterix is amazing, but you want Sterix like pretty much after Kraken Slayer, I think. Hey, good. Diego did something useful. So Zin is ridiculously fed. Their most fed member, do not touch him. Down 5k. Supports are dead even. Solid. Demonic Embrace is now done for the Maokai. I've got some damage. Not as much as I would like, honestly. How have I reduced 0 healing? Sometimes I wonder if this is bugged. Because there's no way this practice that these guys have all games has not done a single bit of damage to the champ. Right? Like, he's been a lot of fights. Doesn't even make sense. Holy shit, that's a lot. Give it a burn. Okay, they all end our poor Maokai. Like, why? Why? He is just foot pushing. So he kind of like, I swear to God, he's just like straight into this game. No, not into, tilted. That's the right term. Because he's been stuck jungling with mids that keep going down in lane so much that this whole game he's got like 10 kill participation out of 41 kills. He's just been farming and trying to push lanes randomly. You poor bastard. So we finally got the win. Dustblade dealt 375 damage all game. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's rough. That is definitely bugged. Finally, I got something produced. Not too terrible. So this was basically a hard top lane carry with a bit of a jungle diff. Not too much of a like. I mean, okay. Early the Ahri started going off. Like I said, Ahri's not good, and Diego just outdid her. The issue was that blue team had that Malf Yas cheese combo, and it kind of hurt. We were all a little bit sleepy playing. We had a little bit of a bad time there in the bot lane, but that's all right. Honestly, warding was a problem. Warding was a problem. And because of the lack of wards, we had a pretty much permanently dark set of jungles where we just couldn't safely go anywhere, which is why we kept getting caught out, which is why we dropped from a 5k lead to a 500 lead. And then we're very close to actually losing everything. So, warding is important. And that's basically the takeaway. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let's check out some damages here. Damage. Graphs. Yeah, so did not get a chance to do too much. Did all of the work. Yep. I tried autoing, but I would get dove by this and this every time. It's just so hard to play ADC in this season. Like, everything's attempting to, like, delete you instantaneously. Because Riot decided to turn all of the damage up to 11 for some reason. So, you're an ADC, but you're not even really actually carrying shit. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and as always, if not, fuck off, find a different channel.